You don't want it. I don't want it. It's what Trump needs to do to win. Trump has to go to jail. Alina Habba is saying she's not putting it past Juan Merchan to put him in jail. Why am I covering this? I want you to get it in your head that Trump is going to jail. That's my prediction. I don't want you to freak out when you find out. No tears. It's like, boom, what is the next tactic? What do we do to help Trump win the election? I believe when he's sentenced, he's going to jail. I believe Juan Merchan's going to do it. Alina Habba, I believe, is leaning into it too. It is not that outrageous, guys. This is just the Democrats telling you that what they've been saying for the last year, that they believe Trump is a felon, Trump is a criminal, Trump should go to jail. They're actually going to do it.
Judge Juan Merchan lifted part of former President Trump's gag order.
And we know it by how they treat the gag order. I remember Trump went back to Merchan this week and said, hey, relieve my gag order. Our case is done, right? And Merchan goes in and picks a few little pieces of it out and relieves him. By the way, welcome to Doug in Exile. Here's Alina Habba.
First and foremost, we have the absolute ridiculousness where they try and make it sound like Judge Merchan is being politically unbiased. We know that's not the case.
So he's going to do the minimal effort of removing that gag order to make him look good. But really, he kept the most important parts there to keep Trump from campaigning.
We had a partial win in the First Amendment gag order where he allowed the president to now speak about witnesses. Remember, President Trump is the only person being gagged here. He is the only political candidate that is being gagged. Witnesses themselves weren't gagged. So we have Judge Merchan now after the trial. Now they say, oh, hey, you were convicted by a New York blue jury, but now you can talk.
Yeah, so now Trump can talk about the jury. He wasn't able to say it before, but basically the jury are all Democrats, which we've been saying on his behalf. So I'm not sure what he needs to say there. But the rest of his gag order needs to also be removed. Here's more.
Don't get it twisted. This is what they're doing to make the American people think that everything is fair and square when we know it is not. It's much like Hunter Biden, who's still walking around freely, despite the sham of a trial that they had for him to make them look like they're not biased.
Now, here's the good news about Democrats trying to do things to convince you that they're not biased. It means that the narrative is winning, guys. Our narrative, our beliefs, I don't mean personal truth. The public truth is getting through mainstream media that they're biased. Now they're going, look, we got to do some branding. We got to do some marketing to show people that we're not biased. So, the gag order, Merchan, make a few ticks off. Hunter Biden's going to walk around, but they're concerned now at how they're looking. They really do feel like they have to do some image repair out there, which probably has to do with Joe Biden releasing Julian Assange from prison also. That's marketing for their side.
The DOJ and, Jack Smith, who we do not believe is even a valid special counsel, who wasn't appointed properly, shouldn't be in the position, now asking for yet another gag order. It's no different than what we're going to see on Thursday. They are orchestrating everything through courts. If they can't hype up and hop up Joe Biden, they'll just make sure they silence President Trump while they go after him politically in the courtrooms.
Yeah, but the problem is, guys, it still isn't going to work. We have to get the truth out. We have to get the word out. We have to keep spreading the word. Remember, it's becoming part of the American vernacular is a two-tiered justice system. That is a huge marketing win for our side. That was just announced today, that America it's becoming part of our vocabulary, two-tiered justice system. That does not apply to Republicans, by the way. That is about the Democrats. It's about the Biden administration. The two-tiered justice system, it's getting more popular, that people are seeing Trump, he's a felon. I've said this. He's a FINO, a felon in name only. They know he's not a real criminal and a real felon.
Think he'll try and put President Trump in jail in the middle of a presidential campaign leading into his convention?
Dang right. I'll answer that for you, Sean Hannity. Yes, they're going to put him in jail. They're not going to get this far with saying Trump's a criminal, must be tried, break all the rules because we have to get him because he's so bad, he's a criminal. And then suddenly when it comes to sentencing, they're going to go, just kidding. He's not a dangerous man. He didn't try to overturn the election. He's not a criminal. Don't give him jail time. They're not going to say that, guys. They're going to basically, they would call themselves a liar if they did that. I've even said it before that if they think they'll lose, they may not give him prison time. I think they have to give him prison time to double down on what they've been saying all the time, or they completely discredit themselves. That's my opinion on it. Here's Alina.
No, I wouldn't put it past him. We're going to see what they recommend from the prosecution side. Obviously, there's some back and forth, but I don't put anything past them. If you recall, a few weeks ago, after the trial, someone spoke on The View and said, I've spoken to people in the prosecutor's office, in Alvin Bragg's office, and I've heard that they're going to recommend 1 year at Rikers.
1 year at Rikers is what they overheard in Alvin Bragg's office. If that's, if that's a rumor. People keep asking me, Doug, why are you covering The View? Alina Habba just quoted The View, okay? It's where all of the Democrats go to spew all their filth. And so she's watching. We have to keep an eye on The View. That's the popular media side of this whole thing. But they said they were in Alvin Bragg's office. They think they're going to get Trump with 1 year at Rikers. Now, whether if he serves there or not, I'm not going to mention that. I'm only saying he will be sentenced to at least 1 year in Rikers. And then they're going to force us to go in and break their court system, or have Trump go to the Supreme Court over where they can try to make other wins and make other cases that we let him off, even though he was found guilty by our jury system. This just proves our jury system is broken, doesn't work, totally corrupt, totally political.
First and foremost, why are you speaking to anybody from the DA's office? Secondly, the fact is, I wouldn't put any of that past them, Sean. They couldn't beat him when they put him in court. They couldn't beat him when they put gag orders on every single case. But now they're going to try and jail him. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, she's on board with us, guys. They can't beat Trump in office. And so if they leave him be free, the way the trajectory of this thing is going, Trump's going to freely win the election. So they go, well, we don't know the outcome of this. I mean, it's probably not going to work if they sentence him, but they're going to go, we don't know the outcome of this, but we have to sentence him. Just Hail Mary. We're going to just hope it changes something about this election and helps us out. What's your opinion? Does Trump get sentenced to jail? And does Trump spend 1 day at least in jail? Let me know in the comments below. I care what you guys think. Your views are turning us into the top channel. We already outperform many of the ratings on CNN, MSNBC right here in our zero budget studio, guys. We're beating the big guys because you guys watch. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. Can't thank you. I don't tell you thank you enough. Thank you. I'm Doug in Exile.